evening. You're listening to Freedom Global News on 99.5 FM. I am Zahra Zannah. Today is the 29th of November 2022, and now the news in full. The federal government has approved 14-day paternity leave for serving male officers whose spouse delivers a baby. Head of Civil Service of the Federation, Folasade Yemi Isan, in a circular said the leave will take effect from November 25th, 2022. She said the leave is in line with the provisions of the Public Service Rules 2021 edition. Yemi Isan also requests for such leave must be accompanied by the expected date of delivery, EDD report of the officer's wife, or evidence of approval of the adoption of the child by the relevant government bodies. The Federal High Court sitting in Abuja today sentenced the Inspector General of Police, Usman Baba, to 3 months in prison for flouting the 2011 court order. The IGP's committal followed a suit that was filed by a police officer, Patrick Okoli, who was unlawfully and compulsorily retired from the Nigerian police force. The court also ordered the payment of 10 million naira to the applicant, being special and general damages for the unlawful, illegal, and unconstitutional denial of Patrick's rights and privileges as a senior officer of the Nigerian police force from 1993 till date. The court, in a ruling that was delivered by Justice M.O. Olajuwon, held that the police chief should be committed to prison and detained in custody for a period of 3 months, or until his office obeys an order made by the court since October 21st, 2011. Olajuwon noted that though the Police Service Commission recommended Okoli's reinstatement into the Nigerian police force, a decision that was affirmed by the court, the IGP's office refused to comply with the order. The House of Representatives Committee on Ecological Fund has threatened to involve agencies to recover illegally acquired ecological funds from some ministries, departments, and agencies. The chairman and members of the committee unanimously agreed on the resolution at the resumed investigative hearing of the committee today. The committee is investigating the total consolidated accruals and utilization of ecological fund by NDAs over the years. The committee lamented the continued absence of some relevant agencies at the investigative hearing, despite a series of invitations, adding that it is time to show the absentee agencies that investigation was a serious business. Addressing the agencies that appeared before the committee, its chairman, Ibrahim Isiaka, said ecological funds are not free or meant to be squandered, but they are for projects to make the lives of Nigerians better by protecting their environment. He warned that any agency that receives the fund must account for it. The committee later summoned the Federal Ministry of Health, the Ministry of Works, the Ministry of Niger Delta, and the Federal Road Maintenance Agency to appear over the utilization of the funds they have been receiving. On sports, as Delta 2022 finally commences, the Minister of Youth and Sports Development, Sunday Dare, has said that about 14,000 youth athletes from the 36 states of the Federation of Federal Capital Territory, Abuja, will be competing in over 30 different sports, including football, basketball, wrestling, among others. Muhammad Sani Uba has details of this and other sports updates.
The Minister of Youth and Sport Development, Sunday Dare, disclosed this yesterday in his office in Abuja as he expressed optimism that at the end of the competition, new set of athletes will emerge that will compete favorably with their counterpart globally. He commended the Delta State government for its determination toward ensuring that Delta 2022 becomes a reality, and also for providing the team and youth with opportunity to showcase their sporting talents. Dare urged the participating state to go all out for medals, while stressing that the games will also help in strengthening the unity of Nigeria. Speaking earlier, the chairman, main organizing committee, and permanent secretary, Federal Ministry of Youth and Sport Development, Ismaila Abubakar, said that Delta 2022 will inspire the next generation toward developing their sporting potentials in line with the theme, Uniting Nigerians, Inspiring the Next Generations. In another update, the entire board of directors of Italian club Juventus, including President Andrea Agnelli, family have resigned. The collective resignation was announced in a statement on the club's official website today. It comes after Juventus' financial statement underwent scrutiny by prosecutors and the Italian market regulator Consob in recent months for alleged false accounting and market manipulation. Meanwhile, Cameroon goalkeeper Andiri Onana has left their World Cup squad and is set to play no further part in the tournament after being suspended by the country's football federation. A source close to the player told BBC Sport Africa that Onana departed the team hotel and traveled to the airport today, with Milan, where he plays for Inter, believed to be his destination. Muhammad Sani Uba, Freedom Radio.
From Freedom Radio 99.5 FM, you can send your comments, opinions, and watch us live on Freedom Radio Nigeria on Facebook.com. You can get the link to the website, to the page on our website, freedomradionig.com, or call us through this number, 0824 44163. Welcome back. You're still listening to Freedom Global News on 99.5 FM. Kano State Government has banned the operations of commercial tricycle, popularly known as Adedetaso, on some major roads in the metropolis. This was contained in a statement on Monday issued by Nabilisina Abubakar Kofar Naisa, the Public Relations Officer, Kano Road Traffic Agency, Karota. The statement said the order will take effect from Wednesday, November 30th, 2022. The Managing Director, Karota Buffer Babadang Aguli, sheds more light on the issue.
Kano State Government have banned all tricycle from following at Aja Road from Mundabawa roundabout to Gezawa, as well as from Tel Udu to Gwarzu. And the State Government have also made provision of transport people using the tricycle on this route.
The new transport scheme will provide alternatives as well as ease anticipated inconveniences the ban may pose to commuters on the affected routes. The statement added that the ban will be extended to other routes within the city soon as it took delivery of more ultra-modern buses and taxis to boost the city transport. On business, the Federal Ministry of Industry, Trade and Investment launched the Nigerian Trade Information Portal, TIP, in fulfillment of the World Trade Organization's WTO Trade Facilitation Agreement. In his remark, the unveiling Minister of Industry, Trade and Investment, Adeniyi Adebayo, said the NTIP was an outcome of collaboration with the United Nations Conference on Trade and Development, with support from the European Union and German technical cooperation. In a statement issued by the Special Assistant to the Minister on Media, Ifedayo Sayo, the minister said the establishment of an online information portal, which clearly describes import, export, and transit procedures, is a great step towards the enhancement of transparency, predictability, and mechanism for trade facilitation reforms in Nigeria. Meanwhile, the bears resurfaced on the trading floor of the Nigerian Exchange Limited, NGX, yesterday after 6 consecutive days of uninterrupted bullish streak as losses in Betaglas and Bua Cement dragged capitalization by 65 billion naira. Specifically, at the reopening of transactions yesterday, the all-share index, ASI, decreased by 107.89 absolute points, representing a dip of 0.25% to close at 47,436.45 points. Similarly, the market capitalization lost 65 billion to close at 25.84 trillion naira. The downturn was impacted by losses recorded in medium and large capitalized stocks, amongst which are Beta Class, Bua, Cement, United Capital, SEOA, Nigeria, and Access Holdings. And on the foreign scene, Ethiopia's government has dashed any hopes of peace talk with rebels in the restive Oromia region. Expectations have been raised after federal negotiators sat down and made a deal with the Tigray People's Liberation Front, TPLF, to end the 2-year-long civil war in the north. The Oromo Liberation Army, which has been fighting the federal government at one time, formed an alliance with the TPLF, but an Oromia regional government spokesman, Hailu Adunga, has since told reporters that the government has no plans to sit with a group which has no chain of command or political agenda. The claim has been disputed by an OLA spokesperson who said it will continue to fight. The rebels in Oromia have been accused of being involved in a number of deadly attacks, which it denies. Meanwhile, the United Kingdom has summoned the Chinese ambassador in London for a rebuke after the arrest and alleged assault of a BBC journalist covering protests against Beijing's zero COVID-19 policy. Zheng Zhuguang was called into the Foreign Office today after the incident involving Ed Lawrence in Shanghai, which Foreign Secretary James Cleverly called deeply disturbing. Lawrence was hauled away by police on Sunday evening with filming a protest against COVID restrictions, one of many that have rocked China in recent days. The BBC said he was assaulted by police before being released several hours later. China hit back against British criticism of the journalist's treatment, and Downing Street's urging that police show respect towards the COVID protesters. For tomorrow's weather forecast in some cities in Nigeria and parts of Niger Republic.
Kano tomorrow morning is expected to have a clear sky and light wind at an average temperature of 12 degrees Celsius and later change to 21 degrees Celsius with sunny intervals and a gentle breeze. Katsina will experience a clear sky and light wind at an average temperature of 14 degrees Celsius and later change to 21 degrees Celsius with sunny intervals and a gentle breeze. Kaduna will have a clear sky and light wind at 16 degrees Celsius and later change to 23 degrees Celsius with sunny intervals and a gentle breeze. Abuja is expected to have partly cloudy sky and light wind at 20 degrees Celsius and later give way to 27 degrees Celsius with sunny intervals and light wind. Lagos will have a clear sky and light wind at 25 degrees Celsius and later increase to 27 degrees Celsius with sunny intervals and light wind. Moving to Niger Republic, Maradi is expected to have a clear sky and a gentle breeze at an average temperature of 15 degrees Celsius and later increase to 21 degrees Celsius with sunny intervals and a gentle breeze. While Zinda will have a clear sky and light wind at 16 degrees Celsius and later give way to 21 degrees Celsius with sunny intervals and a gentle breeze. We are in Mark, Freedom Radio.
And with that, we've come to the end of today's Global News. But before we leave, highlights of our top stories. The federal government has approved 14-day paternity leave for serving male officers whose spouse delivers a baby. The Federal High Court sitting in Abuja today sentenced the Inspector General of Police, Usman Baba, to 3 months in prison for flouting a 2011 court order. Kano State government has banned the operations of commercial tricycle, popularly known as Adidi Dasau, on some major roads in the metropolis. And on the foreign scene, Ethiopia's government has dashed any hopes of peace talks with rebels in the restive Oromia region. Expectations have been raised after federal negotiators sat down and made a deal with the Tigray People's Liberation Front to end the 2-year-long civil war in the north. On behalf of the entire production team and I, Zahra Zannah, thank you for listening.
This is Freedom Global Radio.